Good morning, or whatever time you're watching. Whatever time you are joining me for coffee. Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a good day because we're going to make it a good day. All right. I woke up a little tired and I was having wild dreams last night, just ridiculous stuff, and anyway, that's just kind of been the way it is lately. So I decided I needed some fire energy. We are in the year of the dragon, and here we go, our little dragon mug. So I actually got this, it's bigger than a kiosk, but if you go to Target, there's a Starbucks in most Targets, and I probably spent more on it than I should, but it was Starbucks, I don't drink the coffee there, but I look at the mugs because I like them. Anyway, and I just couldn't resist this one, Year of the Dragon. And I needed a little fire energy. So Monday morning, let's get our fire energy revved up and going. At the end of this video, I am going to address a question about my NDE and just when did I know I was a medium, that kind of thing. So I'll do that at the end. And we'll jump right into the video of what you all are here for, a reading. So anyway, it's a general reading. Please understand that. Please understand there's no way I can address everyone. And so just take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else, Okay. Hang tight just a second. Man, that's good. And someone had mentioned that a couple of people, and one person that I know pretty well, mentioned the buy a coffee button. I'd never heard of that. I'm still kind of figuring that out. So thank you for offering that as a suggestion, both of you. And Nancy, I know. The other person just yesterday, thank you. And that kind of confirmed, okay, I guess I need to look into this. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get that set up. All right, we are going to start with, this one is jumping out at me, and we are going to do the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen K. K-A-Y, Karen K. And we are going to find out what is the message, okay, interesting, this one, precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time as well. Interesting. I feel like this is a specific, hard to say, specific. I have trouble with that word for some reason. But I feel like that's a specific message for someone. You'll know it when you hear it, and it's the part about don't wasting other people's time. So be serious in your endeavors. I feel like someone is either being strung along or is stringing someone else along. Not cool, man, not cool. So just make sure you know what your intentions are. Now, this could be in a work situation, a romance situation, be strong enough to make your own way and don't rely on other people to bail you out. Little tough love chat there for you. Okay, so that was just an aside. That is not the collective in this group. So, but that's someone that I feel like you may need to be aware of is in your periphery. Okay, all right. So let's go on. Elementals, beloved Fae, lovely Fae. What is the overarching dominant? What is the dominant message or energy that you have for the collective today? I hope that wasn't too loud. Got the microphone right here. Should I shuffle? No. They just want me to take the one off the top, one from the bottom, put them in the order, and then they want me to split the deck and take the one that is right here. Okay. I love when they do that. It just makes it so much easier. All right. First card. Solitude. All right, hold on, y'all. I got to get my big old librarian glasses on here. Solitude. Think of being alone, in quotation marks, as meaning you are all one. Huh. And in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So I always say, help me out, Spirit. I don't want to guess wrong, so I'm asking Spirit to help me out here, or just read it at face value. What I'm getting for that is, this is a time of rebuilding for someone. This is a time of rebuilding who you are, regaining your focus and your strength, and recentering and turning your attention inward and on yourself. Okay? And it's okay to do that. Sometimes we have to regroup. What else? I feel like there's something else with this. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Someone's waiting for direction about what to do and where to go next. So someone's waiting for direction of the next steps. Within the next 3 days, you're going to get a download. All right, that's for someone. That's not for everybody, but that's for someone. All right, and here's an answer for someone else. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insights you seek. Okay? Now, hard copy books are easier for this kind of message, digital as well. A lot of time, and the way it's always happened for me is that you come across a title, or someone recommends a title, or you walk past a bookshelf, or you see a review for something online, and it's like, oh, I need to look at that. And then all of a sudden that sends you on your journey, okay? And the last one, manifestation. Well, I think this is, again, creating kind of the storyboard. Manifestation, let me go ahead and show you. Lovely. Be very honest and clear about what you have. Wait a minute. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. I kept seeing have. Be very careful about what you have in your life, basically that you're creating in your life. So manifestation is ramping up, and it's happening fast and quickly. Be careful what you wish for. Think about what it is you truly wish, want, and or need. Maybe different things. Now write it down on a piece of paper. Manifestation step 1. That is a good way to manifest, to write things down. It makes it concrete. Okay? And there's a two-prong approach to that. By writing it down and making it concrete, what you are doing is, in your subconscious, you're planting the seed that then your subconscious takes over and guides you into doing the things you need to do to get there. And it also puts it out as a written request, demand, prayer, whatever, to the universe, your guides, your guardians, your higher self, to bring that to you. So writing it actually can be very powerful. I know a lot of people keep digital journals, and that's okay too, but there's something about the written word, using your hand and a pencil, just the script, and seeing it in your own writing, you know? All right, so don't be afraid to go within to seek the answers. For some of you, it's going to be in the form of a message in a book, either a title, an author, something falling out on the bookshelf in front of you, or even a book opening and an old bookmark or letter with an important message on it. Okay, all of those things are going to be important to different people, not all to the same person necessarily. And then manifestation. So we are in, make sure I'm getting this right, Spirit. We are in a manifestation time. This month, we are ramping up the manifestation that started with the process of realizing we need a change in January. And I'm hearing that someone needs to hear this. You are worth it. You are so worth it, and you are worthy. You are worthy of absolutely the best of everything there is to offer, and those just, no, they're saying keep it. All right. Don't be insecure about who you are. You are just a beautiful, brilliant being. Kind and witty and funny. Have faith in who you are. All right, so what do we have here, Spirit? Okay, oh, and this is this is one of the mini decks. This is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. We've got the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and it ends with the High Priestess. All right, and the way I laid these out, I've got 2 rows and then the High Priestess kind of over here on the side watching it all. All right. It's going to take a really long time. I'm just going to, I want to show it to you, but I read out the card names. Just bear with me. The story is more important because, you know, as I say a million times, I'm not a card reader. I'm an energy reader. I feel like there are 2 people, 3, including the High Priestess. Gender is irrelevant, but I'm getting that there is distinctly more masculine dominant energies and then the more feminine dominant energy in this. So however that applies, because we are all a mixture of both. So I feel like there are 2 people on the masculine energy end. 2 people. Help me out. Help me out. Tell me what to say, Spirit. Someone is going to be... Okay, I'm getting 2 different versions of this. One with personal relationships, one with business. Let's look at the business first. One, someone's going to be headhunted. I know that's a gross way to put it, but it's a thing. You know, there's going to be a company or an employer that's going to come looking for you and want you to come work for them. Some kind of corporate something big deal job, right? There's someone that's going to come for you and really wants you on their team. Now, just choose wisely. Someone's going to have to be left out in the cold. You're going to have to say no to one. You can't say yes to both. Loyalty is going to be important. Because whomever you go to work with or work for or whatever the case may be, usually in corporate, especially in corporate America, I'm not familiar as much with other countries and workforces, but corporate America cannot be the kindest and most gentle place in the world. So trust your gut and look for where you feel the greatest sense of loyalty. Who will have your best interest at heart and who will have your back if you stumble, falter, need a little help, have an issue where you need to take some time off? Who's going to have your back? This is about loyalty. And I don't know about you all, but I am all about the loyalty. Nothing will just, I almost said a bad word, which I'm okay with. It just makes me laugh when I do. So it's, but nothing annoys me more than disingenuous people with no sense of loyalty. So, so this is, I feel your pain here, whomever this is. So on the business end of this, when you go to make a decision, because you're getting 2 offers, pick the offer, and you can do what you want. You have free will. This is just a general reading. If this applies to you, think about where your greatest satisfaction will be and who will offer you the greatest stability in terms of loyalty in the workplace. Okay? All right, so there's that. On the other end, and as a high priestess, you absolutely know. You feel it in your gut, you feel it in your heart, you feel it in your head. You just know things. All right? You can't fool a high priestess. She can fool herself into believing things for a while and hear that. She can fool herself. But once she takes those blinders off, you better be able to back it up. That's all I'm saying. Man, why am I getting so riled up? Okay. Because I feel like one of those offers is not being truthful about something. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's why the loyalty part is important on this business aspect of things. All right, let's look at the relationship side, because there are two different issues here for two different groups of people. So lovely. Okay. Clap for yourselves. We all need a round of applause every now and then. Yay, us. Okay. On the relationship end, for this group of people, it's a lot less dramatic. But it's more of a conflict within. So I'm not seeing two people approaching you, but I am seeing a conflict within for someone about, this was that message right before. It's connected to that, about not feeling good enough, not feeling ready enough, not feeling whatever enough. Honey, let me just tell you, okay? We are never going to feel like we are enough of anything for anyone most of the time. And most of the people who do, they're either lying to themselves or fairly on the arrogant side. But just know you have so much to offer. And that doesn't mean you have to go around being submissive and not stating your opinion or being fabulous or wearing, I love some leopard print. Y'all, I just love wearing leopard print. I really do. And so just, be you. Be who you are. You are enough, just as you are. You are the high priestess. And little do you know, but the person you're dealing with vacillates between, let me see if I can get all these at one time. The ones that I'm talking about here. This person vacillates between being a king of pentacles and a knight. Well, there's a knight of pentacles over here, knight of swords, and vacillates between being the king of cups and a knight. So it's that, this person, the person is that you're dealing with, he's going through the same thing. So it's okay. Everybody just just chill, relax. It's okay. Everybody is good. Everybody's on the same page. I'm here. I'm hearing that song, You've Got the Power. I don't know. For those of you who remember it, I love that song. You've got the power. Everybody has the power. And when you bring it together, it's going to be a lovely explosion of energy. So good for y'all. All right, so the one with the business aspect, that's a bigger choice. The other one, the choice is kind of made. You just got to trust it and let it flow. Hi, Agatha. She's sitting right behind me. And Maggie is kind of out like a light there. All right, so let's see. What else? Okay, well, we're already about almost 19 minutes in, or 18 and a half minutes in. So what I'm going to do now, really quickly, and then I think I'm going to do one from my go-to Lenormand deck. All right, that I never remember the name of, and I still haven't figured out for you guys. Sorry. All right, so my NDE. Yes, near-death experience. Someone had a question about that. I did do a short about it, but not in detail, and I'm not going into a bunch of detail because, it's a near-death experience. It was a car wreck. I was in a head-on collision. I was a passenger in a car, and it was a small hatchback, and it was hit with such force. There was a kayak rack bolted into the roof, the hood, not the roof, the hood of the car. We were hit so hard that the kayak rack came off and slid down the street. I was the only one seriously injured. So that kind of tells me it was something that was going to happen. I was pretty crunched up. It was not good. But I am okay. I have had some miraculous healing. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. And I learned a lot about people. I was already a medium, but I was dabbling and not taking it seriously and just, thought it was just this cool thing, grew up with. It was who I always was from my earliest memories. That was not the thing that opened up and brought me into understanding mediumship. What it did was make me aware that, and it was a slow process. It wasn't like a bing overnight, but it brought me into an awareness of what real love is. I had never experienced anywhere in my entire lifetime what it meant to be unconditionally loved. Yeah, I grew up in that kind of home. So there were people that I loved and admired in my family because I thought they were compassionate, and there were people that I was terrified of. But I still never really understood unconditional love and belonging until I died and went through to the other side. And when that happened, it is the most blissful, amazing experience I've ever had. I knew I was home. I knew I belonged. No one asked me, so what is your religion? So what are your beliefs on blah, 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 blah. No, I was just loved. I was unconditionally loved. And they were nice enough to make me think it was my idea to come back. And when I did die, it was not like, I don't know if any of you have ever like come close to passing out or passed out, and things kind of like, it's kind of black, but you see like stars, literally, you see little specks of light, and it gets all hazy, and you're like, woo, dizzy. No, this was just immediate, sudden darkness, just total black. I felt zero pain, and I was seriously hurting and I was pretty torn up. But I felt zero pain, but right about here, above, my third eye, I saw a pinprick of light. Everything was total black, and there was this dot of light, and the light just grew and grew and grew until I was in it. And I never saw anyone, but they were talking to me because I wasn't supposed to stay. But I knew it was going to happen. I had a dream about it 3 nights before. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I saw in the dream, and that's a whole nother story that would take too long to tell here, but, and I was told to bring my arms up like this. They just showed me the intersection, and, anyway, beings that show up for me in dreams about 3 to 5 days before something I need to be concerned about happens, okay? And since that dream, they haven't come back because I guess I haven't needed it since, and bad things have happened, but not like that. But anyway, so they grabbed my arms and pulled them up and said, just remember this, do this. And so when I saw this, we were in a little compact car. There was a pickup truck coming toward us. And I saw it, and I just remember thinking, this is it. Everything's going to change now. This is it. And I felt my arms pull up, and it almost felt like they were being yanked up, and I pulled them up like this. If I hadn't, there was so much damage to my chest wall from the airbag, and because the engine was almost in my lap. And I can walk, I'm good, I'm okay. But if I hadn't done that, I think my heart stopped, and that's what caused the NDE in the car and in the ambulance. No heartbeat whatsoever, no pulse, nothing. But I think this little bit of barrier helped to protect my chest, and it was still all broken up. But so that was my my NDE. So unconditional love is what I gained from that. And when I tell people as a medium, because then I started taking it seriously. I stopped treating it like a parlor game. I stopped treating it as, just some cool thing. I know stuff, yeah, whatever. No. I realized that it is a sacred task. And it is the greatest and most important thing in my life, just because when no one else was there for me, Spirit was. When I was at my darkest and my lowest, Spirit was with me. When I needed help and healing, and people just couldn't be bothered, or only came around when it was convenient, or got tired after a little while, well, Spirit was there. Spirit gave me the strength, and Spirit healed me. As far as mediumship, like I said, that was just something I was born into. And a massive hereditary link, predominantly on my mother's side, some on my father's side, but mainly on my mother's side. Back when I was a kid, it was not popular. You know, basically, I was told, don't tell anybody. Don't be scared of it, but don't tell anybody, or they'll call you crazy and take you away. So, you know, there was a fine line, and so for me, it was the first time I uttered the words psychic medium out loud. I was terrified, because it's not, you know, it's not like now. And I think we can thank people like John Edward and Kim Russo. We owe them a huge debt of gratitude, because they were ridiculed, especially John Edwards. I mean, he was ridiculed and mocked, and his show was groundbreaking. Crossing Over, it was absolutely groundbreaking, and people still give him crap. And he is so phenomenally gifted. You know, but I watched a woman who was I think she was in her 90s at the time, and she would watch his show. Good old-fashioned hardcore Italian Catholic woman. And she kind of leaned over and she said, "Do you think that's real?" And I said, "I can promise you it is." And he was instrumental in helping her have peace and willing to make her transition when it was time. I fully believe that in my heart. The first real interaction with Spirit that I have was, I don't know, I guess it was 8, maybe 9. I don't remember. I think between 8 and 9, probably 8, because that's when we moved into that house. It was, anyway, it was an old place, and there was this ramshackle, falling apart garage looking barn thing in the back. And the first experience, I always felt things and knew, you know, that was always there. But it was interesting that clairvoyant, here's a little lesson for you. Objective clairvoyance is when you see what's considered a full body apparition, or when you see a 3D image, or when you see something that's not the little wisp going by or the shadow going by, which is not a shadow person necessarily, so get over, you know, blah, blah, blah. And no, everything's not a demon. But it's the objective clairvoyance is when you see something outside of yourself. It's not in your mind's eye. And playing it back, like if you were thinking about a show you watched on TV and you think about it in your head, that's how most people view clairvoyance. But objective clairvoyance is when it is objectively outside of you and you see it. And that's when people call it like an apparition, or, you know, and sometimes they can be so dense you think you're looking at a person. I've had that happen at a museum. It was a Civil War soldier. So anyway, I thought it was somebody doing a recreation thing at first, but, you know, no. Because then I walked over where he went. I'm like, where did he go? He looked scared. And then I realized, oh, that person just walked through a wall. So, you know, that doesn't happen often. But the first one I saw, to get back on track finally, when I was about 8-ish, was just a man standing in the back of the yard. And then I woke up not too long after that, and he was standing there next to me, and I wasn't afraid of him at all. I felt comfortable with him, and I realized that he was there to watch over and protect me. I was in a very violent home, and he was there just to watch over me. So, because that was sort of a critical time. And so they've always been around. They've always been around. And I am grateful for that. Okay, so I think that's what we've got for today. And I hope you all are well. Oh, I said I'd pull one from the Lenormand, this deck. All right, so let's do that really quickly. If any of you are still hanging out, thank you. Thank you. All right. What is the message? What is the message? What is the message for the collective? Why this deck? What did you want us to know? What is an answer for someone's question? All right. Now, this can mean somebody's being a little slick or someone's trying to be sly with you. That could be for some of you, but what I'm hearing is think on your feet. Think on your feet, be agile, and be fast. You may have to make a fast decision about something. That's what I'm getting. I'm not getting so much the you got to worry about someone or something. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's more so just think on your feet. Keep your wits about you. Okay, keep your wits about you. So this is not the time to imbibe and lose yourself in stuff with too many martinis or anything, okay? All right, and then this, card 50, the number 5 is important. Again, going into change. No place like home. It's a little birdhouse up high, with the light shining in on it. Up in the clouds, no place like home. Turn to spirit. Turn to spirit and ask for help to make the decision to help you keep your wits about you. I don't think that's going to be a message for far off in the future. I think it's like immediate. All right, everybody. Thank you. This was the fastest half an hour ever. All right. I'm sending love to you all. Be safe, be well, be careful. Someone asked about a beloved pet who has been on here. I mean, I haven't been around for long on the channel, but from day one. With mediumship and dogs and pets in general, I freeze up because I am such an animal advocate, and I freeze up and I tense up, and my nerves get in the way. And I know that about myself. But what I'm getting is, and please guys, don't send me slews of what about this, what about that, about lost pets, or because I can't. I can't respond to everything, but all I get is an image of a dog running through snow, like just joyfully hopping and leaping around in snow, and playing. And I feel like this dog comes around you in spirit, but maybe coming back to you soon. Between this year and next. Everyone has free will, and that includes animals, so don't hold me to that. Don't go looking for it. It's going to happen when it happens, but it may be a different version of itself. I think maybe even a cat. Come back as a cat? No, but it sent a cat to you. I don't. Okay, I'm starting to digress, and my head's getting in the way, and I'm starting to get uncomfortable right here. I'm going to put some resources out, and one of them is for someone who does work with wonderful. Her name's Devin. Wonderful, wonderful psychic medium, and she also does a lot of work with animals and animal energy. So, God, I keep saying I'm going to put this out. I promise you I will. All right. Be well, but have closure. It's okay. That was meant to happen the way it happened. Okay. I don't know why. I just know that. I know that's not very specific and probably not helpful, and I'm sorry. But I just get so I tense up really badly. Okay. Because it's just painful. All right, to think about being without. All right, love you all. Be well and have a great day. because I know it will be for you. Whatever's going on, you can make it a great day for yourself. Remember, no one gets to control your thoughts. Love you.